जय श्री माताजी। उपस्थित सभी सहयोगी भाई बहनों का आज शाम के ध्यान सत्र में प्रतिष्ठान पुणे से स्वागत है। दोनों हाथ गोदी में लेते हैं। हमारे हृदय से श्री माताजी की प्रतिमा को, चरणों को निहारते हैं और श्री माताजी को प्रणाम करते हैं। प्रार्थना करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा करके, कृपावंत होके हम सभी बच्चों को आज शाम के ध्यान सत्र की अनुमति आप ही प्रदान कीजिए। श्री माताजी, आपके इच्छा अनुसार हम सभी से आज शाम का ध्यान करवा लीजिए। श्री माताजी को प्रणाम करते हैं। सामूहिक बंधन लेते। तीन महामंत्र, तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र।
Swami निर्मला नमो त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
आज साप्ताहिक ध्यान केंद्र का दिवस है। श्री माताजी के श्री चरणों में कुछ भजन अर्पित करते हैं।
चुनरी मैया ओढ़े चुनरी आई सिंह पे सवार मैया ओढ़े चुनरी आई सिंह पे सवार मैया ओढ़े चुनरी। आदिशक्ति है मात भवानी जय दुर्गे महाकाली।
बड़ी बड़ी राक्षस संहारी रणचंडी मतवाली
बड़ी बड़ी राक्षस संहारी
ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाकाली साक्षात् श्री भैरवनाथ साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। धीरे से हम हमारा राइट हैंड गोदी में लेते हैं, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश तत्व की ओर। प्रार्थना करते हैं, परम पूजनीय श्री माताजी, कृपा करके सामूहिकता की पिंगला नाड़ी को शुद्ध कीजिए, संतुलित कीजिए। श्री माताजी, सामूहिकता को शुद्ध कार्य शक्ति प्रदान कीजिए। अपना संपूर्ण चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी की ओर देते हुए हम मंत्र लेते हैं, श्री महासरस्वती साक्षात, श्री हनुमान जी साक्षात। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महासरस्वती साक्षात् श्री हनुमान साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। लेफ्ट हैंड गोदी में लेंगे, राइट हैंड हमारे लेफ्ट हार्ट पे रखते हैं। संपूर्ण चित्त हमारे लेफ्ट हार्ट में देते हैं। श्री माता जी को प्रार्थना करते हैं, परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी परम कृपा से हम सब केवल एक शुद्ध आत्मा है। ये शरीर, मन, विचार, अहंकार, प्रति अहंकार आदि हम कुछ नहीं हैं। श्री माता जी, आपके परम कृपा से हम केवल एक शुद्ध निर्मल आत्मा है। हम सभी को हमारे आत्म तत्व से, हमारे शिव तत्व से एक रूप कीजिए। श्री माता जी, हम सभी को सत्य मार्ग में स्थित कीजिए, शिव तत्व से एक रूप कीजिए। राइट हैंड गोदी में लेते हैं। धीरे से हम सभी अपना चित्त लेफ्ट हार्ट से हमारे सहस्त्रार चक्र पे देते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप ही साक्षात श्री सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी हो। कृपा करके, कृपावंत होके हम सभी को हमारे आत्म साक्षात्कार में स्थित कीजिए। निर्विचारिता स्थिति में हम सभी को स्थित कीजिए, एक रूप कीजिए। संपूर्ण चित्त हम हमारे सहस्रार के ऊपर देते हैं। ध्यान की स्थिति को हम बनाए रखते हैं। ध्यान की इस स्थिति में हम श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। आज की अमृतवाणी है श्री महाशिवरात्रि पूजा टॉक, 26 फरवरी 1995, सिडनी।
Time again he tried. And he again went to Shiva and he said, "See now, this is what you have promised and this is what he's doing." She said, "I had warned you that her brother is a very mischievous fellow and he'll somehow or other manage. So you better be careful. This time you don't listen to him. Don't put her on the ground, whatever it is." So this time he did another try, we can say, and carried her on his back. Suddenly he found a little boy. It was Shri Krishna himself, laughing at him. She said, "Why are you laughing at me? Oh my, why are you carrying this old woman on your back?" she has no ornaments. He said, she's the goddess. He said, no, she has no ornaments. She's wearing nothing. How can she be the goddess? So, you see, in India, that's a proverb we use. Some lady who lives without any ornaments or anything, that she's like the Lanka Parvati. So he was carrying her to Lanka. And when he looked at her up, he saw a very old woman without any teeth, laughing at him. He got such a fright, he threw out. That's Mahamaya. Then the third situation was, he went and told that you better tell your wife that she is not to listen to anybody, and you better see that you give me your wife. He said, all right, she'll be born in Lanka and you can marry her. And her name was Mandodari. Now the great story goes on like that. But this Mandodari was the great worshipper of Vishnu. And at the time when Rama came, to kill him, all this was organized by Mandodari herself. Because she knew that if Sri Ram kills Ravana, he will get his liberation from these ideas about women. The way he was running after Sita and doing all these things, she actually wanted that something should happen, that he should take another birth and he should get rid of these notions of looking after beautiful women and the way he brought Sita ji there. She was against it completely, but he would not listen. So the war took place, and in the war he was killed by Shri. All this episode came because of the unlimited compassion of Sri Shiva. His compassion is to looks very illogical sometimes. But there's a big logic behind it. The logic is that whatever he does brings forth a kind of a solution of the problem. For example, there was a war on, and the war was going on, and that time there was a problem because there was one horrible devil who was given blessings by Sri Shiva that nobody can kill. He had given also blessings that they call Varadan to another saint who said, I want to sleep now and nobody should disturb me. So he was given a blessing, anybody who disturbs you in your sleep, you can just look at that person and he'll be reduced to ashes. So these two now. When the war started, you see, Sri Krishna thought best thing is to kill this devil with the same blessings that the saint has got. So he played, and he started running away from the battlefield, and that's why it's called as a warrior who has ran out of the field, Ranchodas, the one who runs away out of the field of battle. And when he was running, he was wearing a shawl, Sri Krishna. He just stealthily entered into the cave where this another saint was sleeping and put his shawl on top of that. So when he put the shawl on top of him, the devil who was following him, this satanic fellow, he reached that place and saw the same shawl. And he said, oh, so now you are tired and now you are sleeping here. I'll put you right. without realizing who was sleeping. And he pulled the shawl, and here the sleeping saints get up and looks at him, and they say with his third eye he burnt. So the solution came in. So the whole play is like this, of three forces going on, just to show ultimately the truth prevails. First is the Shiva's compassion, his goodness, to one side. Then the play of Sri Krishna, or say Sri Vishnu, of neutralizing. And the third is the play of Brahma, who creates things and who produces things. All these three forces are playing just to create an atmosphere for all of us to feel that there is something else is to be done to our human awareness. All they have evolved within us, this desire to seek the truth. Now on one side, Shiva is extremely compassionate, very kind, even to asuras, the Rakshasas. But on the other side, he can be extremely cruel, he can destroy the whole universe. If the people are so decadent, if the people do not take to spirituality, if their innocence is completely lost, if they do not get detached from all these wrong identifications which are creating problems in this world, he destroys the whole universe. So as it is, he is the spectator of the work of Adishakti. He allows her to do all this work, to create human beings, to give them realization, do all this. But in case he finds her children, people who have been saved by her, are misbehaving, are insulting, or in any way destroying her work, he might get into a temper by which he can destroy the whole universe. But I don't think now there's any chance for him to do that, because we have now Sahajogis all over. But what I find among Sahajogis is this, that some of the Sahajogis grow very fast, steadily, strongly. They achieve their principle of Shivatata. The first achievement shows that from inside they start getting detached. Now, detachment is not mental. It's not mental. It is not that we have to take to some sort of a sannyasa, or we have to go to Himalayas, give up our families and all. But the detachment is within oneself. When that detachment starts working, the first sign is that we become joyous. We become happy. Now, if you ask anyone, why are you unhappy? He'll talk about his wife, maybe his house, maybe his children, maybe his country, maybe society, whatever it is. So he gets absolutely upset, or maybe very unhappy to see things happening around him. Now he is a realized soul. This unhappiness is not going to happen. What is needed is now to know that you can correct all these ills of the society, of the family, of the whole country by transforming others, not by feeling bad. But while doing that, the main thing that you should have is a complete detachment. I was amazed when I first started Sahajayoga, how people told me about their own countrymen, country fellows. I was amazed how they told me about their own religions, how wrong things they are doing. I didn't know so much as they told me. And I thought that this is a detachment that has come, that they can see clearly what's wrong. What's wrong with my society, with my people, with my relations, with my family, with my country, with the whole world. But it's only possible if you are not identified to any one of them. Otherwise, you will never see the defects. You will never see what's wrong with that person. You can never even see the chakras which are catching. So the first thing that should happen is detachment. Now, how to achieve detachment is the point. Many people ask me, Mother, how do you get detached? Because I'm not attached, you see. So I'm already detached. I don't know how to do that way. But for you people, I would say, to understand yourself, you should introspect. Try to find out, to what thing am I attached? Why am I miserable? For whom am I worried? Why should I worry? Some things, you see, which were never very important, they become very important to certain surgeons. For example, I was told that in the West people don't care so much for their children. But as soon as they get realization, they just get attached to their children like as if with some glue. They cannot think what is good for their children. Everything about children they think is their primary duty. The other day I was surprised when they told me that it's the parents who want to come after the birthday puja. I was shocked. I mean, just on the way is birthday puja, and why should the parents want to come after? And when I told Yogi, he said, Mother will be very happy if they are here, and they should be. It will help the children, it will help the parents. But the whole now attention goes to the children, that we must leave the children there, and we must look after them, and that's the only thing. So the attachment to children will definitely make you do such things which are not good for you. So this new attachment starts after Sahajayoga. I have seen, very common. Then another attachment is, say, to your family. Normally there are no such things in the West. People are not attached to their family much. You see, they drink, they do all kinds of things. Suddenly they become self-realized, and it's like a boomerang. They come back to the family. They're so attached to the family, attached to the house, attached to everything. I just can't understand. If you are becoming the pure spirit, then you are detached, because you are just a reflection. You are the reflection of God Almighty. So all these identifications drop out. Now, one may say how to drop it out. I have never dropped them, but still I can suggest certain things which can come. First is meditation. You should discover about yourself what's wrong with you, which side is catching. Is it right or left side? With meditation you can find out. Are you attached to money? Are you attached to business? Are you attached to your family? Are you attached to your country in a way which is not Sahaja? Or to your culture which is not Sahaja? Then try to get rid of this attachment by meditation. You know how to get rid of the right and the left. This attachment will show on your fingertips. And you have to see for yourself what centers you are catching, in which way are you in trouble, and then you can clarify it very simply by taking a very simple search treatment. I think here we fail that once we get attached to something, we don't even think we are getting attached. We think we are doing very great thing because now we love this person, love that person. Shiva's qualities. The compassion part. You start getting attached to people. That is no compassion. That is no compassion of any kind. To be attached to any such things is no compassion, and you cannot have compassion of Shiva. Though people think it is the Shiva's compassion that is working with it, it's not. Because that compassion is very pure. It is like, as I have told you many times, it's like the sap in the tree, which rises and goes to various parts of the tree, and then either it evaporates or goes down into Mother Earth. It's not attached. If it gets attached to one flower or to one leaf or to one fruit, then the whole tree will suffer and also the flower will disappear. So this kind of attachment to a particular thing, to a particular idea, is not proper. In Sahajayoga, I have found people are very adaptable and understand what they should do. But the main thing is meditation. In meditating on your heart, on the Shiva Tattva, on the principle of Shiva, you can definitely detach, and then the joy will be the maximum. Joy will be the maximum. I have seen people have interest in, say, food, or in clothes, or in house, anything. You can have interest. You should have interest. But in that interest, there should be enlightenment that you cannot get attached to. Some people say, who are, say, from South India, they don't like North Indian food. Those who are from North India don't like South India. It's a big problem. I asked the people in Indian Airlines, why don't you have some standard food? He said, what is the standard food of India? Tell me. It was a question. Indians are very particular about the taste and food. So, it's a fact, we don't have any standard food in India. But in the same way, we can say in so many other ways that in the West, people run after things which are not necessary. They do things just out of fashion, or I don't know, because their personality is not grown up. If your personality is grown up, then you see everything from an angle which is much higher than others, and you don't get dissolved with others. What you know is much higher, much greater, and much more joy-giving. Now these attachments, people think that is very joy-giving. If you get a child, and if you have, say, a wife, everything are joy-giving. It's a very wrong idea. The joy comes from your own source of your spirit. Whether your husband is good, whether your children are good or bad, whatever they cannot give you joy. It's only you can enjoy yourself. And this is why one becomes very forgiving. When nobody can harm you, then whom are you going to be angry with? That is another great quality of Sadashiva, is that he is extremely forgiving. He goes up to a point till he destroys the whole work of Adishakti. But otherwise he is very, very forgiving. And he also is very balanced about it. Once the Adishakti got very angry with the whole world was so decadent and all that, and she started destroying everything. So he put a little child under her feet, and such a big tongue came out with such a shock, she stopped her destruction. So his ways are such that a person who is to develop the Shiva principle within himself should be extremely forgiving. I know there are people who are very cruel, who are very torturesome. If you cannot bear it, alright, finish it off. I'll stand by you there. But if you can bear it, it's better to bear and undergo this experience of bearing it, because it's not difficult to bear than to get out of it. For example, a lady came to me and she said, I'm going to divorce my husband. I said, why? Because he comes home very late and I get very little of him. But I said, when you divorce, you'll not get him at all. What's the logic? At least now you see him, whatever it is, whatever the time is there. But this is no solution. If you divorce him, you'll never see him. So what's the use of such a divorce? So many things like that can be understood once you are a detached person, that you are not to be attached to anything. Now, who can aggress you if you are not attached to anyone? Nobody can. Only thing, when you feel that you have to protest, you should, but with detachment. In protest also is important to absolutely to have a complete detachment. Now the main problem before us today is something else, is that we all have to ascend. And ascend with the equal strength. There's a story about some birds who were caught in a net. So they decided that we should get out of this net. And they tried. Everybody tried to get out. But nobody individually could work it out. So they all decided to fly together, 1, 2, 3, and go. And they took all that net with them, and they said, and they requested the rats that please come and cut our net, and they were free. So if it can happen between the rats and the birds, why not between us? So in collectivity, we'll be amazed in the collectivity how we could be helpful and joyous with each other. Now say something is wrong with your mother, father, sister, somebody. Doesn't matter. After all, you have the ocean of joy here with the collectivity. And your problems can be solved if collectively, if you want to solve your problem. So we have to depend on the collectivity. Very much to be one with the collective. I feel once you jump into the sea of Sahaja, the joy itself draws you together. Meeting each other is such a joyous. We have had so many experiences of that, of Sahajogis who have told me how happy they were to find Sahajogis somewhere out of the blue, and how they felt happy. So this tie between the Sahajogis is really the most joyous channel. And that is what is the source, we should say, of our becoming one together. Once you start enjoying each other. I have told you once a story of a great poet in India whose name was Namadeva, who was a tailor. And there was another one who was a potter. Sometimes I miss out in English words. This potter was another poet. and he was called as Gorakumbha. So when Namadeva went to meet him, a saint only feels like meeting a saint, looked at him and he just stood back. Then he said a beautiful couplet. He says that I came here to see the formless Chaitanya, but here the Chaitanya is in the form. Nirgunacha bheti alo sagunacha. I came to see the formless, see the vibrations. But here it is in the form that I see. Only a saint can say this to another saint. This kind of appreciation, this subtle appreciation is only possible between the two saints or between the many. They don't see he was kneading the clay. He was wearing a dirty dhoti doing that work. He never saw all these things. He never saw his body, face or anything. But he saw that the divinity personified it. This sensitivity of feeling for others, Sahajogis, should really develop within you. Then you won't care for nonsensical, superficial things. And this is one of the great principles of Shiva. He doesn't bother. You see, his hair are all matted up. He sits on a fast-moving bull with both the legs like that, going for his wedding. Can you imagine? And all his friends, all his followers are somebody has only one eye, another has only one hand, one is bent like that. Because for him, the outside personality doesn't matter. What matters is the spirituality. Whether you have one eye or whether you have a crooked body makes no difference to him. To him, all of them are his own people. Because nothing that is superficial attracts his attention, but the divinity in a person. We have so many ways of understanding his principle because he is all pervading. If you feel compassion for someone, it works. It definitely works. Recently there was a case of some sort of a incurable disease in Mexico. And the lady who was Mexican, who was working in the UN, she's still working in UN, she wrote to me 2 letters that, Mother, I'm going to lose my son because he has this horrible disease. I mean, just she wrote to me. I just felt such compassion for her because she wrote a letter which brought tears to my eyes. And imagine those tears have cured that boy. काय माहिती has cured that boy completely. And she wrote me a letter of thanking and all. I was amazed because my compassion is not mental. It just works. It's just there, just flows and works it out. In the same way, you can also become that. I want you to have all my powers. But first is the compassion. And a Sahaja cannot ill-treat another person. Anyone, whether he's a Sahaja or not a Sahaja, that's not important. But nobody can aggress other Sahajas. If you say even he is a non-Sahaja, Sahaja should never aggress. That's not a sign of a Sahaja. Sahajogi is different. Like the other day somebody said, I said, you're very hot-tempered. Yes, yes, I am. When somebody provokes me, I said, everybody, when he's provoked, only gets angry. Only the mad people are such who do not get angry even if they are provoked. So, if you get angry when you are provoked, is nothing so great. Everybody gets angry like that when you are provoked. But if you say that if you are not provoked, then you will not get angry. That sort of a state is very different. So, what I find that in the whole atmosphere of today, in the modern times, there's a big struggle going on, which is not Shiva's culture. Shiva's culture is the Sahaj culture. If you are Sahajogis, you should have compassionate understanding of others' feelings, and also you should have readiness to look after not only Sahajogis, also non-Sahajogis. Then your compassion will become effective. Now, as you know, today the biggest problem of today's civilization is that Western culture has gone to dogs. They are going, when you read the newspaper, you are shocked the way things are happening. I don't know how many will realize it before their destruction. It's really self-destructive. On one side, this is the self-indulgent and permissive society which is working. Now, on the other side, I find the Islamic culture is trying to oppose it. That's correct. They are trying to oppose it is correct. But the way they are opposing is creating problems. If you oppress somebody, don't do this, don't do that, then they'll do it much more. I'll give you the example that if you go into the north of India, the culture is more Islamic. And the people are very licentious and all the time looking at women, not all, but many. Though they say they are Hindus or they say this and that, but still they have all these bad habits which have come from the Islamic suppression. When a woman is completely covered and nobody can see her, they become much more curious. I have some people who came to Bombay and somebody was traveling with me and was looking at every woman on the street. I said, your neck will break now the way you are going on. But it is a common practice there. Not only that, but this curiosity goes too far and people can become extremely immoral just like we are in the West. So the suppression of your desires is also wrong. Also this culture which outwardly suppresses, but inwardly people are very immoral. Once I was traveling from Riyadh to London and I went off to sleep. When I got up, I saw some other people sitting there all very nicely dressed up with short skirts and women with all the bow ties and this and that. So I asked their hostess, did we stop somewhere? She said, no, we have been going directly. I said, then who are these people? Same. They are so much changed. I was surprised that they were wearing such long, these chadar and all that. And now here they are with all these funny dresses. I couldn't understand. That's what happened. The curiosity created by suppression also is not helpful. In Sahaja, there is no question of suppression. You become innocent. Just become innocent. That is the principle of Shiva. This Sahaj culture is in the center. It's neither too much of licentiousness, not too much of suppression, but it is in the center. Which is the Shiva's greatest principle is to be innocent. And this innocence just shines in you. I've seen it. You people, whatever you might have done before, but I see you're so pure. You don't have these stupid ideas of behaving in a manner that is so Western. Also, so many Islamic people I've seen who have come to Sahaja have become very, very Sahaj and are leading a very good life. We have some Iranians who sent me letters of their confessions, and I was shocked. I never read them because it was too much for me. And now I find them to be the most moral people that we have. So going to one extreme is wrong, or to another is wrong, but to be in the center, in the Sahaj, is the best way to understand what is so important for life is morality. And that comes from your innocence. And that is the quality of course, Sri Ganesha, who is the son of Shiva, but is emitted through the innocence of Sri Shiva. Now, I think in next lecture of Shiva, I'll talk about innocence to you. But for this one, you have to understand the detachment that should evolve within. It cannot be forced, but through meditation, you can develop that detachment within you, which will be really joy-giving. So many qualities of Shiva can be described. And I think in so many lectures I have told you about him. I have to just say that you should have also collective meditation in your ashrams. It will be a good idea. If you can try collective meditation, it will be nice. But you don't have to give vibrations to anyone. You don't have to look after the chakras of others. You just bother yourself. What's wrong? And now whatever is the solution for your ascent, you should do. Because the responsibility of the whole world rests on Sahaja. This you know that there's no way out without Sahaja. To save humanity from all kinds of problems, Sahaja has come on this earth. So it is your responsibility to keep yourself in proper shape as far as Sahaja is concerned. Get rid of your left and get rid of your right. And then to spread Sahaja, not by bombastic words or aggressiveness, but with love and compassion. I am sure we have done a lot, we have achieved a lot. But there are still some points here and there which is a very unpleasant task for me to correct them. But whatever it is, I have to say that it's working, and everybody should look at themselves and feel happy from where they have come and how far we have to go. May God bless you.
श्री आदिशक्ति का संपूर्ण मंत्र लेते हैं। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री माता जी को प्रणाम करते हैं, आरती की तैयारी करते हैं। आरती के लिए सभी लोग खड़े हो जाइए।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमन माताजी, जय निरमन माताजी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमन दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो माँ, मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो ये सके जो सेवा, हो ये सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ श्री महालक्ष्मी सरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी। श्री निर्मला श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
जय श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी को प्रणाम करते हैं। परम पूजनीय श्री माता जी, आज आपने हम सभी सामूहिकता से आपका ये सुंदर ऐसा ध्यान करवा लिया, इसलिए हम सब आपके अत्यंत ऋणी हैं, कृतज्ञ हैं। श्री माता जी, आज का ध्यान करते वक्त अगर हमसे कोई भी गलती हो गई हो तो कृपा करके एक अज्ञान बालक समझ के हम सभी को क्षमा करें। प्रार्थना करते हैं। परम पूजनीय श्री माता जी, कृपा करके कृपावंत होके सामूहिकता को श्री गणेश जी जैसे, श्री सदाशिव जैसे अबोधित बनाइए। श्री सदाशिव की करुणा, साक्षी भाव, सबूरी और निर्लिप्तता सामूहिकता में स्थित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, हम सभी को स्वयं का आत्म परीक्षण करना सिखाइए, जिसके कारण हम सभी आपके उस शिव स्वरूप का एक पारदर्शी माध्यम बन सके। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर एवरीथिंग। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर एवरीथिंग। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर एवरीथिंग। श्री माता जी को हृदय से प्रणाम करते हैं। कुंडलिनी चढ़ा के बंधन लेंगे। आज की सूचनाएं इस प्रकार। लर्निंग सहयोगा यूट्यूब चैनल के माध्यम से नए साधकों के लिए सत्रों की एक नई श्रृंखला 21 दिसंबर से प्रारंभ हुई है। ये सत्र प्रति शनिवार शाम 5 बजे आयोजित किए जाते हैं। आगामी सत्र 17 जनवरी को होगा, जिसमें आइस पैक और घी का पूर्व उपचार के बारे में विस्तृत जानकारी दी जाए। कृपया यह जानकारी अधिक से अधिक नए साधकों को आप दीजिए। इस वर्ष भारत की संपूर्ण युवा शक्ति के लिए भारत के अलग अलग प्रादेशिक भाग में प्रादेशिक युवा शक्ति सेमिनार का आयोजन किया गया था। दक्षिण भारत जोन के राज्यों के लिए 24 और 25 जनवरी 2026 पे हैदराबाद, तेलंगाना यहाँ आयोजन किया गया है। सब युवा शक्ति सेमिनार के लिए आमंत्रित है। राष्ट्रीय शिव पूजा का आयोजन 13 फरवरी से 15 फरवरी 2026 तक कानपुर, उत्तर प्रदेश यहाँ से हो रहा है। 13 फरवरी को शाम 4 बजे हवन होगा और सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम होंगे। 14 फरवरी को सेमिनार और सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम होंगे। 15 फरवरी को सुबह 10:30 बजे पूजा आरंभ होगी। अधिक जानकारी के लिए स्क्रीन पर दिए हुए नंबर पर संपर्क करें। पूजा प्रोमो वीडियो देखते हैं।
जय श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी की असीम कृपा से हम कानपुर के सभी सहयोगी, देश के समस्त सहयोगियों को कानपुर में होने वाले श्री महाशिवरात्रि पूजा एवं सेमिनार में सादर आमंत्रित करते हैं। यह पूजा 13, 14 एवं 15 फरवरी को होने जा रहा है। आइए हम सब मिलकर श्री माता जी की श्री शिव स्वरूप की पूजा एवं आराधना करें। आप सभी का हृदय से स्वागत है। जय श्री माता जी।
राष्ट्रीय शिव पूजा के लिए सब आमंत्रित है। कल के कार्यक्रम इस प्रकार: अर्ली मॉर्निंग मेडिटेशन सुबह 4 बजे प्रसारित होगा, सुबह का ध्यान सुबह 5:30 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा और शाम का ध्यान शाम 7 बजे लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं पे संपन्न होता है। अब हम सब सहज संगीत का आनंद लेते हैं। जय श्री माता।